Hey everyone, this is First Look Videos by Tech65 and we are taking a first look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab right here at Samsung's office in Singapore, where they gave us a chance to actually play with this for a while. So we've only played with this for a while. We can't tell you every single thing about it because even people at Samsung wouldn't know about it because it's not the final device. It's not on sale yet, at least in Singapore. Okay, so let's get started. This is a, well, you can call this two different things. You can call this a large Samsung Galaxy S or you can call this a mini tablet. But whatever it is, this is a 7-inch device. Okay, so if you want to compare what 7-inch is, so right here we have an iPad. So you can just put this. It's exactly half the size of an iPad. Yeah, so it's about the size of a paper, your normal exercise books. Yeah, so which is nice. Okay, so 7-inch display. This is not a Super AMOLED display like the Galaxy S, but this is just a good old LCD TFT display, right? And the resolution for this device is actually 1024 by 600. So it's actually it's very, very high resolution in terms of the density of the pixels and all that. Okay, and on the front here, let's just take a look at the device right now. You got a front-facing camera, 1.3 megapixels. So you can actually make video calls with this thing, your good old 3G video calls. You have touch-sensitive controls at the bottom, and they're quite good actually. They're just as good as the ones on the Galaxy S, and they vibrate when you touch them. There's a bit of feedback. On the side here, you have a microphone, and right at the bottom, you have two stereo speakers as well as a proprietary dock connector. There's no micro USB on this device. So you got speakers, you got microphone, so you can actually make phone calls on this thing, which is quite interesting. Of course, don't expect to hold this like a tackle. If you don't have a headset, it's basically speaker mode. It's like a speaker phone, right? Microphone at bottom and stuff like that. Microphone on top, speakers at the bottom. If you connect a headset, then you just use it like how you normally would with a headset, which is, by the way, the jack is right here, 3.5 millimeters.
And also there, you can connect it using a Bluetooth headset.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a phone disguised as a tablet in some sense. All right. At the side here, you got a SIM card slot, so it's just your normal SIM card. Nothing special. You have a micro SD card slot, and so the internal memory on this device is 16 gigabyte. But you can this is not confirmed, but theoretically, any device that supports any modern device today that supports micro SD can support up to 32 gigabytes. Of micro SD. Let's flip it around. 3.2 megapixel camera with autofocus and an LED flash, and it's a very nice white back right here. And as you can tell, this is it's actually an integrated battery. You can't actually open up the cover and swap out the battery or anything like that. But the battery life is about 8 hours
of video playback.
Yep. So it's not too bad. So let's turn it on. Let's take a look at did I mention? The volume control and the standby switch is right here. Yeah. So this is your familiar Android screen. Just turn that back on again. Okay. And it's running Android 2.2. It's running a 1 gigahertz processor, the same chip that you find on the Galaxy S. So
with a SoC on the Galaxy, similar to the Galaxy S.
Yeah,
to do all the video processing.
Okay. And it's actually capable of actually playing back. Playing back the 1080p video. Not that you can see it in 1080p on this display, but it's capable of actually letting you play a 1080p file. Okay, so the home button, let's take a look. So this is the same exactly the TouchWiz user interface that you found on the Galaxy S. So exactly the same thing. You just click here, you can jump from one widget screen to another widget screen. As you can see, it supports the motion background as well because it's an Android 2.2 device. Okay, you got shortcuts at the bottom. Oh yes, correct.
Yes. Rotation lock.
Yes, there's a rotation lock. This is an additional button that they added into this particular device, which is not on the Galaxy S. So you can actually unlock the rotation, or you can lock it. So now it's kind of stuck in this one, which is actually better for us, right? Since we're doing this video, so why not? Let's leave it at that. So you got your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS.
All these are exactly the same.
Exactly
as
the same.
Galaxy S,
which is great. Okay. So let's go and take a look at the application menu. It's exactly the same as what you actually see on the Galaxy S, with one exception. You notice that the background is actually appearing on the menu as well. So which is nice because on the Galaxy S it's just plain black, and right here at least it supports your wallpaper, and if you've got a nice video wallpaper, you can make your device look really cool. Okay, what else should we take a look at? So the keyboard, which is something most people want to be interested in. Let's go to the Notes application, the Memo app right here, which I've been playing with. So you got a keyboard, of course, and if you rotate it towards the portrait mode, you will get the same keyboard except kind of shrunk down. And right now, not on this device, because like I said, this is not the final one, but they did say that swipe will be available. You can see the swipe icon already. But this is not the latest software that we have here, so you can actually... Oops, let's try typing.
And it vibrates also while you type, so...
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a typo, but like all on-screen keyboards, it just takes a while to get used to. Oops, well, yeah, you get the idea. So this is the keyboard. This is the one that will come, the default one at least, and there will be swipe. You can actually see the swipe in action. It's just not going to work, right? You can see that the swipe there. It's just that it's not working because it's not. This is not the final build. And then of course the browser, which should launch when I push this button. Okay, there you go. And so this is Android 2.2, and one of the features of Android 2.2 is their support for Flash. So you can see there's actually you can see that the Flash videos are actually appearing. Just scroll around. It actually just loaded properly. And so for example, if you play this video, it will load. Where our signal here is strong, but we're having a little bit of issues with connectivity, so we might not be able to get this video to play in time. But you get the idea. There's full Flash support on this particular device, and it's not too bad, right? Like one of the things we always said is that if you have a lot of Flash players, the browser just kind of lags. It lags a little bit. I mean, it's not as fast performing as if there isn't any Flash, but at least it's still scrollable, yeah. So I guess that's pretty much about it. Oh, the camera. Oops. So it's upside down. Just kind of flip it around, and yeah. So it's a 3.2 megapixel camera. Like I said, there's autofocus, so you can probably put something right here and
press and hold.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, there is autofocus on this device. So you got to press and hold the camera button, and there you go. This is a very nice, sharp picture of a close-up object. So there is autofocus, and so you got. This is actually the software is pretty much the same as what you will find on the Galaxy S, and of course there's a self-shot mode where it will turn on the front-facing camera. So yes, that's me. Hello, and yes, the rest of the guys with our camera. And there's a panorama mode as well, and a small shot. So lots of great software support with regards to the camera. Other applications that you might actually be curious about, actually, it will come. Well, there will be some e-reader programs here and there, and of course this is the Android marketplace, so you have access to the marketplace, so you can actually get all sorts of applications. Most applications will work properly, and because this is just a good old Android, unlike the iOS where they actually differentiate between the iPad and the iPhone. On Android, it's actually pretty much it's the same thing. So how well a program will actually render depends on how well the program was written by the developer, not so much of the device itself. So I guess some of the applications, perhaps like things like Facebook, Twitter, the official Twitter application will load pretty well. And there will be ebook readers. So this is if I'm not wrong, this is the exact same application that you would have found on the Galaxy S. So like the ebook reader right here, okay. And there will be something called the Reading Hub. Reading Hub, right? So I think we'll talk about it more when we actually get the final device, because that application is more of like a bit of a service, news, magazines as well as books, and that will be dependent on the market. So we won't comment about it until this device is finally appears in the market. Yeah, so that's pretty much it actually. This is the 7-inch Samsung Galaxy Tab.
So when do you think it's going to come out in Singapore?
Well, they told us before Christmas. That's a long time from now. It's about 2 months. 2 months. So, anytime from from now until Christmas.
Retail price?
They also told us that we won't find out. So yeah, my guesstimation, right? The Samsung guy is like, I'm guessing maybe retail price without contract, without absolutely nothing, about 1,000.
I would say 1049.
1049.
1099.
1099 999, right? I don't know. They want to make the number nice, but I think that will be about the range because this is a powerful device. The price should be very close to what you find in the Galaxy S, probably slightly higher because you get the same chip and things like that. So yeah, this is the Samsung Galaxy Tab. All right, you can ask us questions. We won't be able to answer them, so there's no point. But hopefully we'll get to play with it when it finally goes on retail. And I hope you enjoyed this video and got a good chance to take a look at this very interesting device, Samsung Galaxy Tab. And we will see you guys. If you want to watch more videos like the one you just saw, www.tech65.org, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/65bits, and that's it. I'm Daniel. Hey, take that away. I'm Daniel.
I'm Justin.
With the Justins and the Samsung guys, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.